Hello everyone, Randy here, and today I thought I would go over setting up my new welder here. This is a Forney 190MP. I believe that stands for multi-process, I guess. So it can do MIG, TIG, and stick welding. And depending on what order I upload these videos in, you may or may not have seen this already. Got a video already used this welder. I had a clothesline post that needed to be welded back together, which is the reason I got the welder. My old welder decided to give up the ghost. We're going to probably look at that in another video, see if I can fix that yet. I believe it's just the adjustment knob. But old welder gave up the ghost, and we had to get another one right away, so I went down to the local hardware store. They happen to carry this brand of welders, so it's like I use a lot of their welding rod and wire and all their other accessories, so it's like, I would assume they make a pretty good welder. Not really sure, haven't used them before. So anyway, Forney 190MP does MIG, TIG, and stick. My old one was stick, TIG, and plasma cutter. So I'm currently out my plasma cutter. That's kind of why I want to get my old one going yet, so I can get my plasma cutter back up and running, at least for the plasma function on it anyway. So anyway, this video here, we're going to get this set up. And like I said, I already used it once already for stick welding. We're going to go ahead and get the MIG welding part of it set up here as well. So let's get started. Now, looking at this welder, I think I've got some more learning to do. My old welder was just a basic stick welder, basic TIG welder, basic plasma cutter, and then I've also got a MIG welder. Again, just a basic MIG welder. Basically has your wire speed and your amps. That's all the options on my old MIG welder. This one's got a lot more options, both for stick as well. So, over here on... let's see, let's get my modes right here. We have our amperage, and then depending on what mode you're in, this determines, let's see, what do we got? For hot start for stick, TIG, I guess for TIG it does not have a function. MIG manual voltage, and then MIG synergic, I'm assuming it's a synergic anyway, thickness. Up here you select your modes, stick, TIG, and then you got 4 MIG modes. I'm assuming that's manual, synergic, manual, and synergic. Again, I'm going to probably have to read the manual, or actually I think there's a quick start directions, so I guess I put them somewhere else. Anyway, around here somewhere. Anyway, just use the stick mode here so far. And then like I said, this stick is your amperage. TIG is your amperage. MIG, it is wire feed speed on this side. So wire feed speed for the MIG on this knob. And then MIG, manual. Okay, so this kind of be your voltage setting on this side. Okay, good to know. So it looks like it's fairly basic. Yep. Like I said, a little more learning than what I'm used to. Okay. So first thing I did when I got the welder, I chopped off the plug it came with and put one of these on. Everything I have is set up with this, so I didn't feel like switching all my plugs, extension cords, etc. over to that. So we used a round plug on there. I forget what size this is, and it probably don't say. Oh, L630. That's what size that is. It comes with a nice long cord on it, I'll have to say. That's probably good 10 foot at least, it looks like. Got your ground clamp. And depending on how you are welding, I don't know, we'll have to look and see once. I'm not sure for MIG what it's set up for. Actually, I can probably look here. MIG is set up as negative. So if we're going to use some MIG welding, double check here. Yes, MIG is set on negative. So MIG being set on negative, we'll hook the ground clamp into positive. Although I think for our stick welding, we're probably going to want to switch that around. Just uses regular style plugs for the welder, by the way. So we'll be welding with stick welding with a hot electrode. So for stick welding here, again, like I said, I've used this already. Fairly simple. Just plug them in, good to go. So really not much more to that. What we're going to do here is actually set up the MIG portion. Okay, got the side panel open, and up over here we have kind of our welding chart. So it has a MIG, a TIG, and a stick. So based on your thicknesses and type of electrode type you're using, all different options up here. Again, I'll probably have to reference this just a bit here to get started. I kind of know with my old welders, what I need to use for different thicknesses and electrodes and all that good stuff. I'll probably have to relearn that a little bit with this one. Gas hose, not going to use any gas. I use the flux core. A little bit simpler that way. Looks like some sort of hook. Don't rightly know where that goes. Figure that out later. Nice plastic container. I'm assuming that's for like holding, probably like tips and stuff maybe. Which we do have a couple tips. Don't know what sizes, we'll have to check. Okay, and I do have a thing of welding wire. And because I don't really do that much welding, I just use the flux core. Although I will have to say, in my years of welding, I have gone through quite a few of these. Okay. Let's see, do we have a wire direction on here? I see the wire here, so it looks like we're probably going to be putting it on like so. Okay, there we go. That feels pretty good. And then here too, we got settings for, depending if you're using gas or no gas, in this case, no gas being flux core. So we got flux core wire, meaning it doesn't need any shielding gas. Again, this gas up here would mean shielding gas, such as argon, an argon mix there. So again, not using that, and I'm not even gonna bother setting it up at this point. So we got it switched to negative here for the MIG end. And if you were going to use shielding gas, you'd have to switch it up to the positive one here. So it is correct at the moment for doing MIG welding without shielding gas. And we'll go ahead and get the torch end here connected at the moment. That should be relatively simple. That's plugging it in, I'm assuming. There we go. Having a big end on there. Okay, and we have a 35 thousandths tip in there at the moment. I don't know if the camera will focus on that. So we're gonna have to change that out. I got 30 thousandths wire. It's typically what I run. It works for almost everything I do with it. I think we got some, hopefully we got some 30 thousandths. If not, I bought some more as well. Spring, I'm guessing, is probably for the smaller rolls. This can hold both the larger and the smaller rolls. I'm not entirely sure how that works. Not even going to worry about that. Let's see, we got 06. Well, we don't have any 06. That's interesting. 09 and 08. The 08 is 30 thousandths. Okay. And we got 35 and 23. So, okay, we got all three sizes here. 23 thousandths. 30 thousandths and 35 thousandths, and I'll be running the 30 thousandths. So let's switch that out here a minute. I noticed they give you a little handy dandy wrench on here. But anybody notice a problem with this? That's not exactly the style of tip that's going to take a wrench. So what's the point of the wrench? I don't know. I guess we got a pliers. Shouldn't be in there that tight, it's not. Switch that out to the 30. So I guess you got two 35s then, because it comes with one and there's one already in it. And then like I said, I got a package of some more 30 thousandths tips. Okay, there we go. And do I have a wire cutter on here? I do. Okay, we're just going to chop that end off. Let's see here. I'm assuming this is spring loaded. Ah, there we go. Something like so. And we'll get it started there. Looks like we got pressure, so we'll just leave it at what, 2? That seems good. Halfway. Yeah, it looks like from 1 to 4. Now it does seem like this needs. I guess it's pretty good. Pretty good on the tension there. We got local and remote. Not entirely sure what that does. Again, probably have to read the directions. Slope of the motor. Not entirely sure what BBT means. Again, definitely more options on this welder than what I'm used to with my 2 basic machines at the moment. Okay, let's plug it in here and we'll run the wire through it. Okay, let's fire it up here. Switch is on the back. I don't know if, let's turn it off just to be safe. I don't know if you can switch modes while it's on or not, but we'll just turn it off. Let's switch it to, sure, that one. That seems good. I'll have to say this is a fairly noisy welder with a fan in it. Voltage, percent of thickness, 14, wire speed 40. So we got from 1 to 100. 50, sure, that seems good. 100 to 1. Okay. Like I said, I have to reference the chart up here. So I'll run the wire through a minute. Okay, there we go, folks. And when running the wire through, at least what I've always been told, you hold it out straight, the whole welding torch, just hold it out straight and then let the wire feed through. And there we go, got it out the end there. Obviously a little bit long for welding. So anyway, I don't really have any welding to do with this at the moment. Just thought I'd show setting it up. Hopefully we do have a couple welding projects coming up, so we'll be giving this welder a try. And like I said, it'll be interesting to see how it performs versus my older, cheaper welders, more basic welders. Like I said, a lot more modes on it. Yeah, like the MIG modes here. Obviously my other one, just one mode, and you just change the basically the amperage and the wire speed. So anyway, with that, folks, I think we'll wrap up the video here. Hope you folks enjoyed seeing the new welder, and hopefully it'll be a bit of fun to use this as well. Folks, have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.